guys, it's China in town here, and we are back with a new video. So as you can see, this is Tailor Tales, back with the new episode of Tailor Tales. So I hope everyone's having a good week so far. I am, even though it's kind of still, the week is still new and young and fresh. It's going good so far. I'm just, really hyped right now because I'm starting school back next Monday, so I'm excited about that. And I know this was supposed to be posted last week, but I've been working like crazy. I've been getting my hours back up and stuff, and I've also been kind of sick. So just, wish me best wishes in the comments on that, okay? So we're going to get into it, but pretty much where we left off last episode. And if you haven't seen last episode, I definitely want you guys to go watch it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We got refreshments, we got apple juice and cupcakes in the back. So, help yourself. But pretty much, we had that, if you go a couple episodes back, we had the dinner with Neil's parents and Angela. And it was all an attempt to get Neil's hours cut shorter because he works too darn much. And his parents, run him through the ground like a little slave. And, we tried to play off as if we were his fiance, and that was just pretty much a fail. And then, we went to go see Angela. Unfortunately, we didn't cuss her out, but, we tried to, make sure she was okay because we haven't heard from her. And she got super drunk and fell out, and so she went to the hospital. We saw Neil there, and we talked and stuff. And then, they started taking selfies, and I'm like, these selfies are just ugly. And after they took ugly selfies, his dad came up and was like, Neil, get back to work! And so his dad pretty much cussed him out, and Neil was like, I gotta go, see you later. I'm like, this boy is a punk with his dad. But that's pretty much what it was with that last episode. But please go watch it if you haven't. I have a whole playlist of Tailor Tale episodes. So please go ahead and watch that. And view through the channel if you're new as well. So we're going to pretty much read chapter 22. And mind you guys, we have 6 more chapters left until we're done with Neil's route. Like, his route is really almost over. And I'm so happy! I wonder if we're gonna get a good ending. I don't think so, because the way I treat this dude and the way I feel about this man, he don't deserve a good ending from me. We'll try it with another character, not Neil. And of course, we always got the money for these chapters, yes. I've been working hard at my boutique, okay? So, Angela has left the hospital in good health, with just a small line of stitches on her forehead, hidden by her hair. So yeah, she pretty much fell and hurt herself. Like, she got surgery. She let me know in a text message that she appreciates I was there for her and that this wouldn't happen again. On one hand, I do still want to talk about the whole pretending to be engaged with Neil thing. And on the other hand, I feel bad due to her injury and don't really want to bother her about it. It seems Angela has her own set of problems to deal with. I haven't spoken to Neil since that time at the hospital. Ever since he left with his father, he hasn't spoken to me, not even a single snide text message. I'm actually a little bit worried. It was only through Angela that I knew Neil was working nonstop. That whole fiance thing was basically for nothing. Neil's hours didn't get cut back, and Angela has expressed her frustrations with it. I can't believe I went along with it for a while and didn't even help. So much for playing along. I keep myself busy with my boutique. If I need something to lift my spirits, I look at that selfie I took with Neil. Girl, no. That always gets the laugh out of me. I've decided to hire someone to design me some business cards and create a website, and they talked me into an entire corporate identity with letterheads and all. Oh yeah, that was the one thing that made me so mad last episode. Oh my gosh, I was so heated because, we've been going through 21 chapters of her and Neil going back and forth, yelling at each other, bickering at each other, and to find out she doesn't, because the number one thing when you have a business is to get the message of your business out there. And she didn't have any of that, guys. She didn't have business cards. She didn't have a website. She didn't have like a freaking, a Patreon account. Like none of that stuff. I'm just like, how do you run a business of your own and don't have a way to get the message to let people know that you have a business? No wonder nobody comes to the shop. And it's the only reason why she got $14,000 in her bank. She's so busy going after Neil and his cousin. I'm like, girl, your priorities need to be straight. Period. It's expensive, but it should put me out there and net me more customers. Please. Plus, I already knew I needed a website. I just never got around to getting one. Yeah, because you've been chasing Neil. Goodness grief. That was just so dumb on her part. It's not because of Neil or anything. It is because of Neil. She lying. She's, delusional. Say it in the comments, y'all. Put hashtag delusional. Okay, maybe it is a little bit because of Neil, but I won't tell him that, jerk. I'm so engrossed in my own thoughts that I don't notice someone entering the store until they're standing in front of me at the counter. Oh, that's Neil's mama, y'all. Good morning, Pooper. It's Evelyn, Neil's mother. My mouth drops open. I did not expect this unannounced house call. Good morning, I managed to say. I feel my heart rate speed up. I'm nervous standing in front of her. What if she knows? Does she know? I don't know. Why is she here? I got an address from Angela and decided I wanted to come and visit your quaint little shop. Evelyn looks around as she says this. WREN, really? Guys, give me a second. Shh. Okay, so I had to get WREN out of my mom's room. She was just like screaming. So, what was I? I'm getting flashbacks from the time Neil first dropped by, giving the same exact commentary. Yeah, that's where he gets his little arrogance from. I'm like, boy, bye. Oh well, I'm just here, tending the register, I say with a small and nervous laugh. It's a slow day. I see. I feel like she's judging the hell out of my boutique, but I like to assume she has enough class to not voice those negative thoughts. She doesn't seem to be like Neil's father in the sense that she still continues to be polite. Evelyn starts walking around, looking at the clothing that are showcased on the mannequins. Her hand reaches out to touch the fabric of a long dress. She looks so elegant in my store and sort of out of place. I don't really get the rich customers. Angela was the exception, but Angela dresses like she has a party to go to. Nothing like Evelyn, who looks like she could be the queen of the country. Mm-hmm. Are you planning on making your own wedding dress? Evelyn asked. Stumped at the sudden question, I simply looked down at my counter to think. Yes, of course. I have dreamed of making my own wedding dress. Never did I imagine I'd be fake engaged and would make it for a fake wedding. Oh God, please don't ever let it get this far. Yes, I decided to answer. I should calm down. It's not like this wedding is happening for real. I've always wanted to make my own wedding dress. I got married in my grandma's wedding dress, she says. Vintage, certainly, but after looking at these pictures for a couple of decades, I regret not wearing one of my own tastes. A lot of women used to do that, I say. It was pretty common in those days. Do you not like your wedding pictures? Evelyn laughs. They're best buried beneath a thick layer of dust. I absolutely loathe them. No, I don't need a reminder that I've been married to Marcus for who knows how many years. Geez, you lost count already? Mess. She's like, I'm ready to leave. I'm about to leave this man. It almost sounds like she hates being married to him. I mean, do you see the way he treats his son, I would be too. And I can totally see why. If his interactions with Neil is any indication to how he treats others, yeah, he's mean. It's a mean man. But this is not any of my business. It's not. Shut your mouth, girl. Did you marry young? I decide to ask. We were high school sweethearts. We married soon after graduation. That's a long time. I guess they were each other's first? That's definitely none of your business. It's a good thing that these days people wait until they're in their 20s to get married. I think Neil's at the perfect age to get married.
Oh.
We're not marrying him though. Uh-oh. Bad ending. Evelyn suddenly gives me a slight smile. Oh dear. I don't think I've been asked how old you are yet. I'm 23, I answer. Turning 24 soon. Uh-oh, she was born in 95. Hold up. 95 gang, where you at? To be young again, says Evelyn wishfully. I had my doubts that Neil would ever find a suitable partner to marry. I fiddle with my thumbs. It's not like I'm really getting married to Neil, and this conversation is definitely awkward. I hate having to go through this charade. It was only going to be for one night. It wasn't supposed to continue. This pretending to be Neil's fiancé thing. Why's that? Does he scare people off with that sharp tongue of his? I say with a snort. I can definitely see Neil chase away any potential romantic interest with that mouth of his. Yeah, I can see it too. I think everyone that's been watching this so far for the longest can see it. We know it. Sure, he looks handsome, and those lips. Girl, I can't with her. Pooper is a hot mess, guys. But I love her. I can't start fantasizing about Neil in front of his mom. More or less, Neil's a lovely young man. He takes care of his family, but he can be a bit awkward around women his age. It's never gone well. Every girl I introduced to him, she'd run away with tears in her eyes. Sometimes I think he does it on purpose, to spite me. I'm trying to imagine Neil going on a blind date with a girl and saying something insulting, and her running out on their date. It sounds really funny, to be honest. Okay, so we got options here. So fierce is pry for more embarrassing information about Neil, or play along and defend Neil. We're going to be fierce. Forget this, please. So, you're saying Neil has no experience with girls? I think that's another reason why he acts that way, because he just doesn't, he's probably shy with women. I asked, trying to squash the smirk on my face. I think he has plenty of experience scaring them, Evelyn sighs. I try to teach him proper manners, but he gets too easily flustered. I snort. I can only imagine the number of girls he scared off. This is comedy gold. Neil, with all his smooth talk and insults, gets flustered around girls. That's why I'm so happy to see the two of you get along. I snap my mouth shut. Me and Neil getting along? In what universe? Yeah, not this one. Do we? I say nervously. So, have you decided on a wedding date yet? What? I blank. What am I supposed to say now? We haven't really decided on anything yet. I start to break out into a cold sweat. That's all right, my dear. Planning a wedding takes a lot of time and effort. I want you to know that Marcus and me will fully cover the expenses to your wedding, so please involve me in your planning. Well, shoot, if that's the case. Come on, Neil. We walking down the aisle. Come on. He would have been like, oh, hell no. For the second time that day, my mouth drops open. I almost forgot Neil's supposed to be rich, but the way they're just waving their money around like it's nothing, is still so absolutely foreign to me. Right. I can't get over rich people with that. They just be like, take my money here. You need this here. I'm like, can I get some money too? They be like, here you go. I mean, earlier today, I was haggling down the price of my new website with the designer to save a few pennies. How can you be like that when you have a company, though? You have to spend money to make it. She don't need a company. She needs to quit. And here's Evelyn saying she'll fully cover a wedding like it's pocket change. Rich people live in a different world. They do. I stand up straight. Right, yes, I will do that. We stare at each other, having nothing else to say. It's awkward. Then, I suddenly remember why I was even doing this whole stupid thing. It was to get Neil's hours cut down, especially now that I haven't even seen Neil in a while. By the way, I'd love to have Neil around more. I cringe as I say this. So, is it possible for his hours to be cut down at work? He seems a bit exhausted. I will try, but it's Marcus that has the final say, although I'm fairly sure he'll comply once I tell him you're busy planning a wedding. Oh my goodness, see now we have to have a whole fake wedding probably. This is gonna be a mess. At this point, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I don't know where this is going, and I'm just like, geez, this is getting crazy. But Evelyn looks down at her golden watch, then smiles at me. Oh. Sorry, Pooper. I'm afraid I have to cut our time short. I have to leave for a lunch date. Oh, okay, I say. I feel a bit silenced here, like Evelyn really wants a wedding to happen. Enjoy your lunch date, ma'am. Have a nice day, dear. Evelyn gives me a little wave with her hand and then leaves the store. I let out an exasperated sigh. Who knew talking to your fake mother-in-law could be so stressful? I quickly take out my cell phone and I text Neil a message. You owe me, big time. Question marks. Your mother dropped by my store and wanted to talk about wedding plans. What did you say? That I was only pretending and I hate your guts. Clearly, you need to return the sense of humor you bought because it's defective. Now, what did you say? This, you know what? I haven't confessed to anything if that's what you mean. How long do I have to keep this up? I'm working on it. Well, work faster. It's exhausting to be your fiancé. I'm done. After that, Neil no longer replies. It's been the first interaction we had since that day in the hospital. I'll admit, I'm a bit worried about him. Maybe he's working himself too much. I miss talking to him as well. I hope Evelyn will pull some strings and relieve his workload. And just to give myself a little boost, I send that picture of me and Neil to his phone. The one where he looked dashingly stupid. I don't want to see that. I hate you. I hate you. Too funny. I burst out into laughter. See, you need to get your business together. No, this isn't it. Oh, yay, so fun, so exciting, just so happy. We have a client request. Now, if you've been watching this from the get-go, from part 1 to now, you guys know I just have the biggest struggle with these crazy, frustrating, difficult client requests. And I'm just like, man. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that next episode. So that's pretty much it. And this was honestly a short chapter. So now we're down to 5 chapters left to Neil's route. I'm so still happy and excited that we're almost done looking at Neil's face and his parents' faces and Angela's face. So definitely, if you're new to the channel, please definitely comment, like, share with your family, your cat, your lamps, your bedroom. Subscribe as well. That's really important. Subscribe, and if you want to click that notification bell Shout outs to Ciliana for creating this game. She's been working on this game for a long time. Cause I saw on her Twitter, cause I follow her on Twitter, and she's been working on this game for like a good decade now. 10 years. I'm like, girl, you're good. Cause I discovered this game last year, and I was just like, oh, I'm about to play this. This looks really cool. So, you know, we've come a long way with this overall, with this channel and this game in particular. And I'm definitely still going to be playing it. Like, because like, there's, like, what, 4 or 5 other characters we can play too. So I think the next character we're going to probably do is Dimitri. He's going to be the next one. Okay, so definitely, you know, we're not going to talk too much about that now since we still got Neil to worry about. But just know he'll be the next character we play. Follow me on Twitter. And the next video up will definitely be Alice in Stardom. And I will upload that tomorrow. So I will see you guys in the next video. And I'll see you guys soon.